sleeping in cause I got the day off. I pull out my special box, oh yeah. I got a couple friends of mine, we're meeting up for a real good time. Get ready for a barbecue, oh yeah. I get home, clean up the backyard, I put some chairs out on the front lawn. Super hot, get your baby some sun, oh yeah. Oh how I hope I get caught drinking booze from in the parking lot. Lemonade shops hit the spot, oh yeah. And when the sun will go down, me and my girls we'd ride all over this tiny town. And our red Chevrolet was just enough for us. Hey! Time passes by, we keep on pushing, keep it simple, keep it feeling right. You don't wanna test me, cause when it comes to being my lady, it's not warm but it's sweet. I don't wanna ruin a party. Got a couple friends of mine, they'll be around for a real long time. There ain't nothing like a small town feeling. You ready? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ready? One, hey! Tucson is a small town feeling. Tucson is a small town feeling. What? Tucson is a small town feeling.
May, I just want you to wear the headphones, Justin Spears, because, my voice sounds extra sexy when you hear it through the cans. You know what I mean? Like surround sound. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Yeah, doesn't that feel good?
Beef in 4K.
Yeah, that's right. It's surround sound. It's like I'm inside you. All right, well, welcome, Justin Spears, ESPN Radio host. And you could be beating him all season long. What's your record so far? We're now going into week 11 of the NFL season, correct?
I got to check the standings.
Yeah, well,
I've
is it week 11?
Doing good. Yes, we are getting into week 11.
How about them Cardinals, first and foremost, huh?
A lot of people are talking about Kyler Murray as a potential MVP candidate. Hey.
Oh, okay, now, how short-term is your memory? Okay, what have I been saying from day one of this season?
That Kyler Murray is a different guy?
Yeah, and that this season was the season for him to step up because he's chasing his legacy, and he will not allow his name to be not remembered. And this was the year that he was going to basically earn his check and kind of put his name in the conversation. I've been saying that from the beginning. The people who've been riding with me, they know Justin Spears that I'm not even a sports analyst. I just know, the character of this kid and the cloth that he's cut from is that of somebody who wants to be a winner.
Yeah. He's been a winner everywhere he's been.
Yes.
From his high school days. I don't think he lost a game, and he put up insane numbers. Heisman Trophy winner at Oklahoma. He is a winner. But, people questioned his intentions when he first got into the NFL because he was playing a lot of video games, streaming, doing all that. And they're like, and then even in his contract, they said, okay, you got to watch X amount of hours of film.
Yes.
And you got to cut back on the video games. And people are like, why are you putting this in this guy's contract? So it was kind of a bad look. But I think, man, over the last couple of years, Cardinals getting Trey McBride at tight end.
Yep.
Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver.
Yep.
I think as they continue to evolve, they'll bolster that offense and defensive line. Cardinals, man, they look like a really good team right now in a wide-open NFC West.
Yeah, so, with that, do you feel like they're the favorites to win the NFC West at this point, over halfway through the season?
Man, that's
too soon to say?
That's so tough to say because, you still also have the San Francisco 49ers. They're 5-4 right now. The Cardinals are 6-4. Niners are going to get healthier, and they are the team that's been in the Super Bowl over the last couple of years. So they're still a really good team. But, give it up to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Won 3 straight.
Yeah, it's looking good. And, whenever, Arizona football wins, then people get excited about it for sure. So what's your record on this season for beat Justin Spears? Or are you smarter than Justin Spears?
I still don't know.
Okay.
But
all right.
Not good.
Not good. Well, that's been our, theory as well, is that Justin picks 3 games, you pick against them, make it a parlay, and make all the money on any sporting app that you may be downloading on your phone. With that said, what are the 3 games that we're picking this week, Justin?
So the 3 games that we are picking this week, I think let's start off with, the Sunday night, or the Sunday game in the Sunday night, the Bengals versus the Chargers. We got Joe Burrow versus my Bolts.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting matchup because the Bengals are actually starting to play good football right now. The AFC North Division, I think, is going to come down between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll get to that game here in just a little bit.
Okay.
But Bengals are playing good football. Chargers are rolling right now, too. Give me my Bolts to beat the Bengals at home.
Such an easy one to bet against, for sure. What's the record of San Diego this year? Or not San Diego.
The Los Angeles Chargers? They are 6-3, my friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're under my radar. I haven't been paying attention to them. I still think they're in San Diego as well, as they should be.
They should be in San Diego.
But, okay, so you're picking the Chargers.
Yes,
I'm
that's
definitely
game.
picking the Bengals and Macaulay Culkin to win. All right, what is the next game?
All right, Ravens versus Steelers, the game I just mentioned, AFC North battle. When you think about this matchup, you think about tough defense. And both these teams have some gritty defenses. Ravens have been a little bit more suspect on that side of the ball, though. So I think the Steelers pass rush, I think what they've been able to do on that side of the ball, Russell Wilson, actually not a bad quarterback. That looked like a really good acquisition. And you know what's crazy is the Denver Broncos are paying for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So they're
That's how bad he was in Denver that they would pay for him to leave.
Yeah, give him all that dead money. So,
insane.
But Russell Wilson's been really solid for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm going to go with the Steelers to beat the Baltimore Ravens. And Lamar Jackson, who's looking like he's going to win MVP again.
Right. Well, Lamar Jackson's with Baltimore, though. So, but you're betting against him. I'm betting with the potential MVP of this season, Lamar Jackson, and the Baltimore Ravens. That's an easy one as well. So far, Spears said Chargers and Steelers, and I'm saying, saying Bengals and Baltimore. What's your third and final pick?
All right, Monday Night Football. The Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys. Nice little Texas matchup. The Dallas Cowboys got just blasted last week by the Philadelphia Eagles. And then on top of that, you got wide receivers getting blinded by the sun in the back of the end zone because they can't put down curtains for afternoon games. So when the sun comes in, it blinds players. And then Jerry Jones is like, oh, well, if we're going to put down curtains, why don't we just build the entire stadium from scratch? And I'm like, dude, Jerry Jones needs to put down curtains.
Yes.
This whole sun thing coming through the stadium for an organization like the Dallas Cowboys, it's just absolutely abysmal. With that being said, I'm taking the Texans.
All right, well, yeah, I can't pick the Cowboys either. So this is the one part where it's a conundrum for me because I want to bet against you. But anyone who picks the Cowboys to win anything at this point in the season is a fool. But you could take your theories to KFMA.com and be smarter than Justin Spears. Weekly prizes still on the line for that of the Diamond Store and Chico's Smoke. All right, that was Metallica on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast, and if you're joining us visually, then you probably recognize our next guest. We got Randell Reeder in studio right now. You know him from Deadpool, Harold and Kumar, so much more. I also got David from Miss Olivia and the Interlopers, and the reason why both men are in studio right now is because there's going to be a big birthday celebration. But first and foremost, I got to know the connection between you, Randell, and the band.
Yeah, so my connection's through Olivia.
Yeah.
It's Olivia. Like, we were roommates years ago in Hollywood, and actually our birthdays are very similar. She's the 17th, I'm the 27th, I believe.
So you're Scorpio?
And something like that.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah,
so if you say so.
I'm just trying to see if our chakras align, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. So anyway, we would combine our birthdays and have them at the Cat Club or wherever on the Sunset Strip, different places,
Yeah.
And it's been a while since and we're not combining the birthday this time, but she was like, hey, I'm doing this event for my birthday. I'm like, I'm there.
Nice. Yeah. Are you still living out in Los Angeles then?
Well, my wife thinks we do.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I mean, according to my mom and the IRS, I live on my property in Carthage, Texas, like deep East Texas. But, I'm not there a ton.
Right.
But I'm not in L.A. a lot either. So I'm just kind of I'm
just
all
work
around
wherever.
there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of gigs, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I'm really in that. So, like, I kind of stepped away from Hollywood temporarily for the last few years. And I still did, like, Deadpool and some of the things that I'm attached to, but I was just kind of doing a different thing. So
that's cool. What were you guys like when you were roommates together? You, Miss Olivia, and you in Hollywood on the Sunset Strip. At what age were you both around that time? Right.
So I don't think I can legally talk about that.
Okay.
No, man. It was it was wild, man, because we got back then. When we met, like I worked security at a big nightclub.
Yeah.
And she bartended there, so I believe she bartended there, but
yeah,
definitely she was bartending and serving and different things like that, and I was bouncing in different clubs, and we were just all homies, and then I basically crashed on the couch so much because I lived on a boat down in I bought a boat down in Wilmington Harbor, just like a cheap, it sounds great. Like I used to, I live on my boat.
Yeah.
Like
It's a good pickup line.
$1,700 boat that the engines didn't work.
Yeah.
So basically it's just a really small apartment on water.
Yeah.
For like cheap. So anyway, and but I would crash up there all the time on the couch, and then one of her roommate moved out, and I'm like, I'll take that spot.
Yeah.
So, and because we were all buddies, and we'd after the nightclub would close, everybody's wired and can't sleep.
Oh yeah,
and,
I've worked that industry for sure.
Yeah, so basically we'd just watch the sun come up together, all of us, just chilling, That's all I'm going to say. Chilling. So,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait for Miss Olivia is going to be joining us here in a little bit because the theme of Brickbox, and I haven't been to Brickbox yet. So that's one thing I'm excited about. But this is it's called This Is My Circus, and so it's birthday celebration. Of course, Miss Olivia and the Interloper is going to be performing. My good friend Carlos Israti is going to be making an appearance. Yeah. I love him. A bunch of great artists all together for the party that's going down to Brickbox. So that's essentially what we're going to be hyping up and kind of going down the rabbit hole on, and then just talking like just old school memories. The fact that like when I was getting ready for you to come in. Right, and did you have the line "rooster meat sandwich" in Harold and Kumar?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was your iconic
the
line.
rooster, but yeah, sure.
Yeah,
That was. I was that guy.
So, how many times has somebody repeated that line to you?
So
dude?
many times, so many times. In fact, once Deadpool hit. And people would come up and go, "Fat Gandalf!" Like, no offense, I'm sorry. And I'm like, bro, when you've been the rooster meat sandwich guy,
right? Fat Gandalf is an upgrade.
You welcome the hell out of Fat Gandalf.
What was the most inappropriate way for someone to quote that line at you?
I don't even know. I don't even go. Well, I'll tell you that what happens so often is somebody come up and they yell that line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is my mom.
Yeah.
Thanks, guy.
Yeah.
So I remember I was in Honolulu. I directed a film and it won some awards. So
yeah,
me and the producer flew over to accept the award, and we're walking. We were going to eat a burger in paradise on Honolulu Boulevard or whatever. So we're walking by, and like 3 times in that walk, someone yelled from the vehicles at the top of their lungs that line. I'm just like, I'm never getting away from this one.
No, not until Deadpool came out.
Yeah, exactly.
And lovingly embracing Fat Gandalf as well. So, all right, let's go down the rabbit hole with Randall here on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. When we return after music from Audio Slave, we're going to give a 4-pack of tickets for this festival that literally popped up on my desk this morning. It's tomorrow night, actually, up at Chase Field. Weezer, Sublime, bunch of stuff. It's called November Nights. We've got that going on. And, of course, we're talking about the party that's going down tonight locally at Brickbox. And Miss Olivia is going to join us as well. So keep it right here. Join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. All right. And then you started off as a professional wrestler?
Yeah.
Okay. How long did you wrestle for?
Like 10 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
What was the companies that you worked for? Was it just on an independent level?
No, sort of. It was right before the merger. I started with Global Wrestling Federation, which was GWF, on ESPN every day.
Yeah.
So every day at 3 p.m., for years or worldwide, there was Global Wrestling Federation.
Yeah.
I was on that. So
What was your wrestling name?
there I was Big Bad. I was a body snatcher for a while. And then they sent me home for a while to kind of change my look, and then I came back as Big Bad John.
Nice. Yeah. Did you? Well, I mean, obviously, you had a love for professional wrestling. Do you still follow the product?
No, not so much. It's kind of like when you quit wrestling, there should be a 12-step program.
Right.
So I quit many times, and I kept getting snagged back, and it was just one of those for instance, I did a commercial for Geico years ago, this national commercial. I played a wrestler, and then they packed the stadium with like 200 or 300 extras, and then they would move them around depending on the angles.
Yeah.
And, it's all boring, and we're waiting an hour for angles and all that. So, we'd hype up the crowd and talk and all this stuff, and I was just like, oh, my God. I'm like, can I take a bump? And they're like, no. I'm like, please, can I take a bump? Once we're done, we can take a bump. So, once they're done, I was like, bam, took a few bumps, and then that metallic taste hit my mouth.
Yeah.
Of just like hitting, like sudden stopping like that. It's like this weird. And then I started making calls to try to go to Japan.
Really?
Nice.
Wow.
I was like, man, I'm going to this is crazy. I'm just it's so addictive.
So for you, it's the metallic taste in your mouth when you take the bumps. I mean, obviously
I
the
don't know. It was
adrenaline
just
from the
whole
crowd.
thing, like working with the crowd, like having the crowd in your hand. That's what started it. And then of course, that, like I say, once that jar of like that adrenaline of pain and And I was like, oh man, maybe I could probably get booked in Japan right now.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and it was like, I was like, well, so I started doing stand up instead.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, jack of all trades, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
so
Sounds super familiar.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Valdez, a similar story. He referees, has a wrestling ring in his backyard.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. Does
You
a
can
little
judge my
stand-up.
bumps. I'm like one of the refs who like bumps.
Oh wow.
I do stand up also.
Well, he annoys the shit out of indie wrestlers because he's a referee that always wants to take bumps, and
Oh, yeah.
wrestlers just don't want the referees to take bumps, dude.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're bigger than some of the wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I feel you, John. I feel you, man. You're my spirit animal, man.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing. Yeah. So, is she here? Okay, cool. You want to grab her up and bring her in?
And
All
this
right.
is still online running right now, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're online
cool.
right now.
So you're seeing all the behind the scenes.
There you go.
Exactly. Yes, and that's our streamers, we call them, and they're privy to all how the whole show, Dog and Pony Show, works and whatnot. So that was a few years ago. You did that Geico commercial, right?
Oh yeah, it was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. 15 years. Oh God, I don't know. Time flies.
Yeah. What a fascinating story you have, dude, because, I mean, you're a dream chaser, which we love talking to people who, dream it and achieve it. And so, going from professional wrestling to going and then transitioning into stand-up, which the transition is somewhat, same kind of adrenaline rush, getting in front of people, on the mic or the stick. What have you? What got you into acting? You're living out in LA.
I got into wrestling really to get into acting. I had my eyes set on Hollywood the whole time. So I like to think of that I did what The Rock did before The Rock did it.
Yeah.
But way less successful.
Right. Do you pee in jars too?
So,
That was the story that broke from The Rock
oh
this
my
week.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You know what though?
I
The
don't
Rock
even-
was never in Deadpool.
I don't
So
even want to know about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, I kind of got in to do that, and then like I say, with that commercial where I got like wanted the adrenaline of the instant gratification of a crowd.
Yeah.
And I'd also been so my friends' plays. And I was like, man, I want to do a play. And my agent's like, no, we're not taking you off the market for like 8 weeks to do a stupid play. Like,
Right.
I'm like, we need to make money, So I was like, okay. And then, but I lived with my buddy. I lived with a few comedians. One of them was Owen Benjamin, who kind of was pretty big for a while till he got red pilled and he got like 86 out of the Hollywood. It's crazy. But anyway, he was just like, yeah, you should do it. And everybody kept telling me I should do it because I was cracking them up at the parties. And finally, when Bobby Lee I think it was Bobby Lee, said, man, dude, you totally should do stand up. I was like, all right, let's do it. And so my first set, you're gonna get mad. You're gonna hate me. My first set ever was at the Hollywood Improv on a Saturday night, and I walked up after Sarah Silverman walked off stage.
Really? What was your opening joke? And Miss Olivia, join us.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Get in here, squeeze in there, grab a seat, get on the mic, and
Roll up here.
yeah,
dude.
we're catching up with your old roommate here. That's what I was wondering.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
do that?
I knew there was some kind of backstory as to what the connection was, right?
I got you centered
Yeah.
up, so look good.
Yeah, you look
really
good.
Don't pick your nose.
It's good, and I can go full screen on it too. So, so we were talking about how far back you guys go and working in the same bar and everything, and Randall crashing on your couch. But what was so when you transitioned
I was
into
real.
yeah,
I was real.
we're
Until
catching
the
up.
roommate, until Michelle moved out.
This is true. I mean, we were instant family. Like it was immediate.
Mm-hmm.
There was no. I mean, like it was it was immediate.
First, you remember the first time I met you? Like we came over. I think you were at you were at what the Monsoon or something like that.
She's like, I'm a mom now, Randall. Shut the fuck
we
up.
go to Santa Monica to pick her up, and but we're in somebody's vehicle, and there was like 2 or 3 of us in the back seat already, and she just like crawls in and lays across us, like all the way from Santa Monica to Hollywood.
I wasn't taking
Totally
the
not
bus.
safe.
Yeah.
So if you want to ride,
But yeah, so that's
That's a human seatbelt. I would think that's even safer.
So it's
in a
like,
way.
and
hey,
you're welcome.
so
Yeah,
like
Thank
she's
you.
laying across her
Yeah.
lap. I'm like, hey, I'm Randall. Yeah,
Younger days.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, let's be friends for life. Yes.
pretty much.
And there it is. We have been, yeah. And it's, he's my kid's Uncle Randall,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a great core group of friends that when we go back, David's had the opportunity to meet them, and they've had the opportunity to meet David. And I have to say, similar relationships. People cut from the same cloth kind of find each other.
Yeah.
and then they stick around for a long time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and that's what tonight is. Celebration. Is today your actual birthday?
Sunday.
Nice. Yes. Well, my birthday is tomorrow as well. So
my
yeah,
goodness,
yeah,
happy
yeah,
birthday.
yeah. We're very, and I know
I'll
that
celebrate tonight.
we're
Next week.
Scorpios, bro. You gotta recognize that we're Scorpios, Randall.
Yeah, that's
His
it.
birthday's next week.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's see. Hold on. Someone keeps calling. They're trying to win tickets. We're gonna play a game to give out a 4-pack of tickets to this festival that's happening up in Phoenix tomorrow night.
Fun.
Yeah, which I literally had nothing. I never heard anything about it till this morning, and that's what I feel like this person is trying to get or keeps calling for. Rock 1 2.1. What's your name? Open it.
Did I call at the right time for the tickets, or I'm early?
No, you are so early. You're blowing me up. I'm trying to hang here with Randall and Miss Olivia. We were chatting it up, talking Deadpool and cock meat sandwiches, and I
You
gotta.
said that? Oh, it's not live on
I
the
missed
air.
that.
All
That's
right,
me.
I got you.
I'll call like a stalker ex-girlfriend.
Okay, yeah. Hey, have you ever seen Harold and Kumar went to Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
All right, remember the guy who offered the cock meat sandwich? Offered.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to say it.
What about it?
That's Randall. Randall Reeder. He's in studio with us right now.
Oh, well, hello?
Yeah. So I have to let you go right now because we're going to eat a sandwich, but then we're going to be back to give out tickets here in a little bit, okay?
All right. I can't promise I'm not going to blow you up again.
All right, blow me up. That's fine.
Really quick,
I'm
if
gonna
you'd
get- I'm
like.
gonna I'm going to get these fucking tickets, man.
If you want 2 tickets tonight to Brickbox to see Miss Olivia play, I am happy to put you on our guest list.
There you go. You
For
can
the
win
early
ahead
bird.
of time.
You can be
and
the first
When
one.
is it?
Tonight
Tonight.
at Brickbox Brewery.
So that's a full weekend of music. You do one of both.
There you go.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
it. I ain't going to say no.
Okay.
What's your name?
Elisa
Elisa. What's your last name?
Fisher.
Bring your-
Fisher.
Elisa, you and one friend, bring your ID, girl. Hope you're 21.
Oh, yep.
Drinks.
All right.
All
All
right.
right, but stand
Talk to you
by.
in a minute. Bye.
Yes. You're going to
No
try to win those
sandwiches, though.
4-pack of tickets as well. No sandwiches. I'm a married man now. I don't just hand those sandwiches out.
it.
Here, let's get on the FM side now. So no saying cock meat.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun to say, though. I mean, honestly,
it's fun.
yeah. Rockwell 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to B Figure Presents. We're live in studio. A very special guest, Miss Olivia, is joining us. Miss Olivia! Miss Olivia and the Interlopers performing tonight as part of a birthday celebration. She brought her lifelong friend and former roommate, Randell Reeder, in with her as well. You know Randall from Deadpool, Harold and Kumar, and the list goes on and on. In fact, actually, in a little bit, we'll talk about, because you will talk about your transitioning from wrestling, stand-up comedian, to producing, directing. I mean, look, it's great to see you kind of like embrace the arts. Olivia, you've known this guy forever, right?
A long time.
Does he constantly surprise you with like different projects? He's like, oh, by the way, I just did this. And you're like,
It's funny. We were just talking about it today. He's the kind of guy, if somebody calls him and says, hey, I got something in Texas. Can you be there in 4 hours? And he's like, see you in 3.
yeah.
And whoever rolls with him has to be
Right.
able to go in 2.
Yeah.
So, and that's how he's always been. And I think that's what's made his gifts and all the things that come to him come his way, because he doesn't really say no. And whatever happens, happens.
It's a
My-
yes man.
Yeah, my inability to say no has gotten me in a lot of trouble,
Yeah.
but it's also gotten me, some cool stuff.
A lot of opportunity and fun. Yeah, that's amazing. And you say that like Randall's like Uncle Randall to your kids.
Absolutely. I have one child.
Oh, one kid. Okay, how old's your kid?
That
he's
she knows
15.
of.
Girl, true.
Yeah.
My seed.
15. So at this point, has your kid seen everything that Randall's in, or is there still some projects where you're like, well, let's not watch that one?
So in our group of friends, we're lucky a lot of them have kiddos now. When we were younger, nobody thought of Randall was the only one with kids when we were younger.
Yeah.
And now when his movies come out, we all take our kids together.
Yeah,
And we
nice.
all go. He's Uncle Randall to all of our crew's babies.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, he had this American red, white, and blue painted like, I don't know, like monster truck, and drove my kiddo to school one day, and
yeah.
and it's got here's freaking Deadpool Randall. So it's a really
American flag wrapped F-250.
Yeah.
So
Just
they
as
love
badass as possible. So in a situation where I'm sure your kid wasn't getting bullied, but if he was, that was the day it stopped.
Yeah,
that was the day it stopped.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's awesome. So, I mean, this whole weekend, big celebration. So, that mean your house get completely taken over? You got friends coming in from all over just celebrate this birthday?
Just Randall.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out for Mickey.
We invited.
Mickey,
you know
come
what?
on out,
we invited somebody else, and I don't know. We have a lot of our crew friends are hard workers.
Yeah, everybody works. That's the thing.
Yeah. As we get older, the responsibilities creep up and stuff. But it's good to have those kind of like blowouts where you get together and you celebrate friendships and through music and entertainment. The Brickbox tonight seems like it's going to be a fun time for more than just your performance. It seems like it's themed. You're calling this Is Our Circus or This Is My Circus. Is there like a concept going on behind here? Like, what can we expect at the Brickbox tonight?
So I just want to circle back really quick here. When you were talking about are a lot of people coming, Tucson's my home now.
Yeah.
And there's it's going to be filled with a lot of my family members here that I've made, my chosen family, and I'm really fortunate to have those
absolutely
people around me, and those aunties and uncles are here too,
Yeah.
Brickbox, I'm not sure if you're familiar. I got to give a shout out to them because James Owen Runt, he's with oh my God, Jiving Scientists. I don't know if you know them here in town.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
And he has really built what was Thunder Canyon into Brickbox.
Okay, so right there downtown. So I have been to Brickbox. What am I thinking, dude? But that's
stunning.
Yeah, the big stage, nice open, great patio right there off of Broadway, and
Behind Rialto,
right behind Rialto. Yes, absolutely. That's fantastic.
And the circus thing was just because I have a hard time saying no, and I like to invite everyone and include everyone.
Right, so you have a bunch of different performers all coming in the mix. It's kind of like a jamboree or like
a jamboree.
Well, I'm just making up words now. Yeah.
Right? Olivia Palooza.
Oh my God. Okay. We're changing.
Is there going to be? Are there going to be fire eaters and people like doing exhibitions like that?
I did try to get a fire eater, but I'm not sure if she's gonna show up. But I do have some exhibition things occurring. There's gonna be like a lady dancing in like a hoop. There are a lot of clowns with tricks.
You got a strong man right here.
There's a strong
I bet you Randall
man.
could tear one of those phone books in half, man.
Yeah.
There's a tattoo booth. There's going to be a spanking booth because it's my birthday.
Yes. Yeah, I think I have a spanking owed to me from Star Violet. I think she's
She will be there.
Yes.
You know what? Are you kidding? Because please, let's do that.
It's happening.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then there's, it's just full of really great Tucson artists, family artists that have sang with us or performed with us numerous occasions, and we're always really, again, grateful and lucky, and so that they always want to.
I love
jump on
that.
board.
The whole concept and the energy of just all these creatives getting together and just in celebration and collaboration. That is the vibe and the party. And these are the type of parties I love so much. So, it's been a long time coming to get you in studio. I've heard of, your band in town for quite some time as definitely one of the premier bands. We actually opened up our podcast with your Tiny Desk performance, which is fantastic. How many people are in your band as of right now?
4. There's a core.
4 core, yeah. Core 4. But how many people are going to be David, how many people are going to be all sharing the stage with you tonight when you guys are going into your set?
Well, we love collaborating with people. And so the band at times has been up to, we'll have 7 or 8 people on stage with backup singers and horns and keyboard players. This time, there's probably close to 8 people joining us.
Yeah.
There's
like a horn section and everything else. Get some strings.
2 horn players, some backup singers, some MCs, some Joe Novelli, local multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really fun.
All right, let's run down this whole lineup. So, of course, you're performing. My friend Carlos Roddy is going to be doing a special performance. So, is he going to be joining you on stage?
Yes.
Okay.
Carlos,
Amazing, yeah.
stellar.
Yeah.
And we've done
played a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done a couple of shows with him.
Yeah, he signifies the Sonoran sound for me. He's like Sonoran folk. You know, that's the way that, you know, like I hear the desert when he sings and performs.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a compliment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love the man.
I
So
hear the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. And we compliment each other well, and he's always gracious and welcoming, and it's always a privilege to sing with a man that sounds like the desert.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice. Well, all right. So doors open for this party. What time tonight?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Of course, you're going to be headlining. There's going to be lots of different interaction and fun and entertainment there. Now, Randall, is he like emceeing the event for you?
Yeah, so Alona Day is a local artist here in town.
Yes.
She's stunning and gorgeous.
Superstar, yep.
And I thought, why not have Saved Randy Savage and Alona Day together? And there's our, here's our circus. This is
Yes.
exactly what I'm getting at. You know,
Absolutely.
and they're both stunning and gorgeous and beautiful. And I'm just gonna give them a run of show and let them do what they do best.
Yes. It sounds beautifully
yeah.
chaotic. It's going to be such a bash, dude. Yeah, that's awesome.
I want to say they're collecting toys at Brickbox. And so if you bring a new unwrapped toy, $5 off at the door.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's how much does it cost at the door?
$10.
$10,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's a
But-
low dose show for sure too, but yeah, also if
A
you
lot of
want to,
free stuff.
yeah, donate, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're going to have different vendors out there. You can get
Yes.
tattooed down there. You
Yeah.
can interact with clowns. They
Face
got food,
painting.
face painting.
Wow.
It's going to get nutty. And what time are you taking the stage?
Probably around 10 o'clock, 9:45. We want to say 9:45, but we all know it's probably 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, well, Miss Olivia and the Interlopers going down tonight, Brickbox, formerly Thunder Canyon Brewery, and that's right there on Broadway, downtown, 21 and up event. Hope to see you there. If you bring an unwrapped toy, you're going to get $5 off those tickets. We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. When we come back, we'll play a game with both Randall and Miss Olivia, and you have to try to beat them to win a 4-pack of tickets for this November Nights Festival that is happening up at Chase Field tomorrow night with Weezer, Sublime, Revolution. This is insane, right? And I literally just found out about this morning. I'm like, whoever's promoting this, you guys suck so bad.
No wonder they're like, we need to give out tickets.
Yeah, is that Chase Ballpark too? And I'm like, it's a 50,000 person venue. I literally found out about it today, and I got a 4-pack of tickets that we're going to be giving away next.
Nice.
You just have to try to beat our guests in a game. So be ready to call 600 KFMA because your opportunity to win those coming up after these words on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right.
That's crazy.
I know. When I was reading that this morning, I got swamp for the camera. When I was reading that this morning, I was like, what are they? This is a baseball game and they're just playing music by Weezer and Sublime? Because this doesn't seem like real, right? And then I'm literally calling my managers like, what the fuck are you doing to me here? What
With
is
the
this?
kid? With Brandon's kid as a singer? Or with
Yes, Jacob. Sublime is now led by Jacob
Right.
Knoll as Rome was unceremoniously booted from that collaboration.
I didn't know if he was like if it was forever. I want to see that. I want
Yeah.
to see.
And it sounds pretty good. And Jacob, a lot of people say he does kind of sound like Bradley, but the whole vibe is there. And it doesn't matter, though. A Sublime show, you don't even have to be a singer. What you do is you play the opening chord, and you say, I ain't got no, and then the crowd takes over every single time. So, like, when Rome was doing it, it was like a big karaoke fest, a love fest, where everyone knows every song. And I interviewed Rome, and he was, he's bummed about the whole scenario, right? Because he, again, kind of had the rug pulled out from underneath him. They had a plan to tour all this year and everything. And I'm like, dude, like, you should still keep the name Sublime with Rome because you were Sublime with Rome fucking 5 times longer than Sublime was Sublime.
Could he still perform those songs?
Yes, because there's also cover acts. Like I'm friends with guys in Badfish, which is literally a Sublime cover band that tours the country. Yeah. So it's there. And so many people he has performed in front representing this catalog of music. It doesn't mean that he should stop doing Sublime covers. Right. So there's enough to go around, and they're making tons of money. And Jacob's cool dude too. Deserves that birthright, even though he was anti taking that position for so long. But he went out and he cut his teeth with local musicians, like buddies Fayuka. He would like tour in a van with those guys and just play in front of 50 people.
From here?
Yeah, from Phoenix. Yeah.
I love that band.
Yeah.
Drum. What?
Yeah. Gabo's a good friend of mine too. I'm from Phoenix, so
they have a new drummer now though, right?
They always have a new drummer.
There was like this one dude that was just like
Raph. Yeah, Raph was amazing. Yeah, and he still performs. I don't know who he's performing with now, but he would put on the Lucha Libre mask and then just fucking go nutty.
Ridiculous. When I worked at Rialto and they would come play or open, I tried to get them to play with, like, do shows with us so many times when we first started because they are fire.
They're good. They're good people too, you know. And then everyone Gabo kind of recruits for the band. Always fun. But he and Jacob were super close, and we're doing a lot of like shows and touring together. But again, small, 100, 200 people, depending on the market, and so he gave me a heads up that this was happening like months, and this was like the only secret that I ever kept in this industry because I wanted to but my streamers know I kind of leaked it a little bit, right? So I mean I couldn't say that much. I was alluding to what was going to happen in the future, and it was a big deal. I thought they were going to headline Coachella with that lineup, and they were on Coachella, but they weren't the headliner. Wow. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw a video he does. It's uncanny.
Yeah. I mean, and in a way, and it's his birthright, even though he had no recollection of his dad whatsoever, with the exception of videos and people talking about him. Yeah. So, and he's getting there, getting better as a guitarist. But overall, like what I hear from people that know him personally, he's a good kid and nice person. And so this has been pretty fun for Eric and Bud to kind of go through this. This is in a way that they're kind of paying it back, showing love to their brother Bradley who passed away, and and they're only gonna do it for a little bit, right? Because they're too old for the shit. They don't want to do it anymore. So this is kind of like one of those runs where to establish Jacob, and then say, all right, go ahead, take it, and run with it. So
maybe we should do a Sublime song tonight.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
So, Randall, really quick, for you, did you find out that it kind of helped starting with pro wrestling? Because when you cut a promo, you just cut a promo. Even if it's like bad, you got to roll with it because it's live. Did that help you with the acting, especially like even all the training we do for pro wrestling, like it's like stunts for movies? Did that help you at all?
One, I did stunt roles. I mean, when I started as an actor, so it was that helped. I got them because I was a wrestler and I didn't have to be doubled. Probably. And then also, I even saw Steve, like like Stone Cold talking about it, how, people, they're used to doing so many takes in the film industry. And when a wrestler gets in there, it's like, oh, wow.
Right,
you hit your mark every time. It's like, well, if we don't hit our mark, we get scarred for life,
right?
If we don't hit our mark at the chair, it becomes more real than it already is, So and timing wise, even even like doing stand up and stuff, I found that I have just an internal clock. If somebody says, hey, we need you to do 4.5 minutes, it's like I can do 4.5 minutes,
right?
Because you just get so good at telling, how, so, just you have a clock, like I say, about when you need to stop. So there were a lot of things I took with it. Yeah, 100%.
Who was your favorite dance partner when you were wrestling?
Oh, exactly. That's funny you call that because people, I call it a violent tango.
Yeah.
Because basically if you can tango, you can tango. Like if we don't know each other, but we both tango, we can jump out there and we might win the competition, even though we've never performed together, because, we're same thing with wrestling, it's like with, it's just, there's certain things that if I'm working with you and you don't have to tell me what you're going to do on some things, I just know that's what you're doing.
Right.
And so it is like a dance. I don't know. I mean, because I worked, I worked with Shawn Michaels, and that's pretty top. That's that's as top as it gets.
Was he that good back then?
Yeah, I probably my favorite was just because of the time period. Also, he's passed away, and also I was such a huge fan to start with, And then he was such a great worker, and that was Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah, okay,
that was amazing. But I worked with Marty Jannetty a lot, and he's like, I get it why he didn't go as far as Sean.
Yeah.
Like politics and just not knowing that there's another side of the business. But Marty Jannetty was freaking incredible.
As a worker, would you feel like he was comparable to Shawn Michaels, or even better?
Oh yeah, but comparable, if not better. I mean, who knows? I mean, you can't take away from Sean. I mean,
that's true.
That's like saying, that's like trying to split hairs about, is so-and-so better than Ric Flair? It's like,
right.
Is anyone better than Ric Flair? It's like, so yeah, it's kind of like that. But I would, probably, Marty Jannetty is probably very, very memorable of like, wow. And I worked with him more than I did Sean. I worked for Sean for a long time, probably 2 years, but I only had a couple of, stuff, him run in and doing stuff like that on us. But yeah, I would say probably Eddie Gilbert or Marty Jannetty, but I've worked with some crazy awesome people. So,
yeah, well, I mean that's good to hear about Marty Jannetty, and it feels like Marty Jannetty's his own worst enemy.
Just politically, I think that was really probably
that's what did it.
But who knows? I mean, it all starts somewhere. He could have just been done over so wrong that his politics just went to crap. I mean, because. You get done over so wrong, and then you're mad and all that. So,
right? Yeah. That's Randell Reeder here. We're live on the podcast broadcast and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Like I promised, I do have that 4-pack of tickets to give away for November nights, and that is with Weezer, Sublime, Revolution, Third Eye Blind, DJ Z Trip. Oh, Jesus Christ, tons of people, and it's a 4-pack of tickets too. This is an insane show that nobody knew about, but it's going to be at Chase Field. So either you and 12 friends are going to see this awesome lineup, or 50,000 people are going to be there. With that said, I want to play a game. Ooh. All right, so 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Go ahead and put on the headphones if you can. We're going to play the last word, and it's going to be simple. I'm going to take caller number 9 to attempt to beat our guest in a round of the last word. Now, this is our verbal hot potato game. So here's how this works, okay? I'm going to give a category, and we're going to have you give an answer. Then the caller's going to give an answer back. You guys are going to go back and forth giving acceptable answers. Think Family Feud. Right? As for this category.
I love that game.
Exactly, right? And so whoever gets the last acceptable answer in before 30 seconds runs out wins the round. So for our caller, they got to go back-to-back, beat both Randell Reeder and Miss Olivia to win these 4-pack of tickets to this huge festival. So let's go to the phone lines real quick. Rock 102.1, what's your name? Justin. Okay, so you're live on the air. No cursing. We're going to play the last word and just explain all the rules. Hopefully you're familiar. With that said, you have to beat both Randell and Miss Olivia back to back. If you lose once, I'm hanging up on you, going to the next caller. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So who do you want to pick first, Miss Olivia or Randell?
Randell?
All right, Randell Reeder. Here we go.
He knows what he's doing.
All right,
I'm totally going to suck at this.
We'll see. So Randell Reeder.
You're going down.
30 seconds on the clock will begin. When I finish asking this question, we'll start with you, Randell, and then Justin, you got to follow it up. Here we go. What's something you wouldn't want to find floating in your soup? And go.
Hair?
A hair. All right, Justin.
Fly.
Okay, fly. All right, Randell.
A finger?
A finger, yes. Don't want that. Justin.
Cockroach.
Cockroach, yes. Randell.
A tooth?
Yes. All right, Justin.
Cricket.
Cricket, yes. Randell.
Eyeball?
Eyeball, yes. Justin.
Toe.
Toe. All right, Randell.
Toilet paper?
Toilet paper. Oh, gotta hang up on you, Justin. Got in just in the nick of time. See, you're doing a lot better. You did a lot better than you thought. Justin, thank you for trying. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Were you
Sorry,
nervous
Justin.
in this?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You were smoking me, bro.
Yeah. I hung up on him a long time ago. All right, Rock 102.1, what's your name?
600-5362. Where do you work?
Turn down your radio.
Hello?
Hey, turn down your radio. Who is this? She doesn't know who's talking right now. 600 KFMA, 600-5362. Turn down your radio. You're live on the air. What's your name?
I am?
Yeah. What's your name? I'm going to hang up on you if I don't know her.
Alisa.
Oh, it's Elisa. She called
Is
back.
that
All right, Elisa, you're live on the air. Turn down the radio.
me? Alisa. I am?
I know. Turn down your radio.
hang up on you if I don't know.
All right. And now. Okay, you ready? Okay, I can't do it. All right, sorry, Lisa. Rock 102.1, who's this?
I was going to cheat for her.
Yo.
Hello,
Hello, what's your name?
Jen.
All right, Jen, let's make this quick here. We're playing the last word. I'm going to have you go up against Miss Olivia. If you could beat Miss Olivia in the last word, then you go on to Randell Reeder. If you could beat the final boss, you're going to get the 4-pack of tickets for the November Nights Music Festival happening at Chase Field tomorrow night. Are you ready?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, we'll start off with Miss Olivia. All right, Miss Olivia, what's something that would ruin a first date in 10 seconds and go?
He pooped his pants.
Yes, absolutely. All right, caller.
He farted.
He farted.
See?
Okay. All right, Miss Olivia.
He called his mom.
Okay. All right, caller.
He said, "You got me, right?"
Oh, that's good.
Miss Olivia.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
That's a good one. You won that first round. I'd say right off the bat. That was the best answer. Now, if you could beat Randall in this next round, you're gonna get the 4-pack of tickets. Now, has that ever happened to you on a date where someone said you got me right?
Yeah.
My boyfriend says it as a joke.
Okay, that's good. And you said, you know what? I'm gonna date you consistently. Okay, here we go. All right, you gotta beat Randell Reeder in this round of the last word to win that 4-pack of tickets. Here, we're starting off with Randall. 30 seconds of clock will begin when I finish asking this. Let's see. Okay, Randall, what is something people do to prepare for a zombie apocalypse? And go.
Buy guns.
Buy guns. Okay, caller.
Buy ammo.
All right, ammo for the guns. Randall.
Buy non-perishable foods.
There you go. All right, caller.
Build a bunker.
Build a bunker. Yes, Randall.
All right, grow a garden.
Grow a garden. Yes. All right, caller.
Put heavy-duty armor on their car.
Okay, Randall.
Ooh, I like that one.
I love Jen.
All right.
All right, Jen, you won.
Yeah, totally. That's build you a tank.
The best at the last word. So congratulations, Jen. You won a 4-pack of tickets for the big festival that's happening tomorrow night at Chase Field. Weezer, Sublime are co-headlining that. Stay in line. We'll get all your information. Also, if you want to join us tonight at Brickbox, we'll put you on the list for that show with Miss Olivia and the Interlopers, because that's an excellent pre-party to a big festival the next day.
And if a zombie apocalypse happens, I need to know where she's at.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta come
She's
to
got
her
the
house.
game plan.
She'll be running the commune. Stay on the line. I'm going to get all your info. Let's hit the reset on the FM side. Be back with your beef tip after these words. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
good.
super good, Jen.
That was good.
What is she and I? We both go to like guys farting and pooping.
Oh,
I
That's
know.
like the worst thing that can happen to a girl.
That's
And then
pretty bad.
the guy doesn't pay, so he poops himself and doesn't pay.
Right. Oh, that's the shit. The name of the of death.
We're good. We're good. We're
The
good.
F death.
We're good. All right. So here's what I'm going to do on the FM side. We're going to play Blacklisted from Miss Olivia and the Interlopers. This was a Tiny Desk submission. Yeah. So
It does have a cuss word in it.
that's fine. It's just for the stream, real quick. We're going to be back here live right after these words. So, right after I get Jen's info. So here's Blacklisted from Miss Olivia and the Interlopers. Turn it up. Once I press play.
She's a hard worker, so she'll say, yeah. Jack of all trades, ain't got no regrets. She's an Indian, oh yeah, she is fine. Well, it don't matter to me, I don't look her in the eye. Helpless, they all said this girl, she's helpless, always walking around so distressed. Well, they said this girl, she's helpless. She's a hard worker, so she'll say, yeah. Jack of all trades, ain't got no regrets. She's an Ariana, yeah, she's fine. Well, it don't matter to me, it don't look her in the I feel their eyes are upon me. I hear the words in their head, but I don't pay no attention. And if I forget to mention, who cares? And I know that they don't want me. Don't want me coming round here, but there ain't a motherfucker paying any of my bills nowhere. She's a hard worker, so she'll say, yeah. Jack of all trades, ain't got no regrets. She's an Ariana, yeah, she is fine. Well, it don't matter to me, I don't look her in the eye. I don't look her in the eye. 'Cause you know that girl's a spy.
Valdez wants to know, Miss Olivia, is one of the performers in the flyer? Is that girl on the flyer? Is that one of the performers there?
That's me.
Is that you? Whoa, look at you.
Can you teach me to do that?
Yes.
I mean,
Actually,
we're gonna need a lot of rope, but can you teach me?
Are you going to be doing that? Are you going to be doing circus-like pink style performances while performing tonight at a Brickbox?
not while performing, but yeah, I'm gonna.
You're going to twirl? And what's it called officially? You don't know.
Shibari.
It's shibari. Is it shibari?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's rope and, no, I'm thinking something
It
else.
is. You're
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay, good.
This
yeah.
is funny.
Well, I don't want to
I didn't know
reveal
that-
my
I didn't know
kinks
that
too
was you.
much.
Yeah.
On there. No, now I've got to just not
Yeah,
look
it's
at
like,
it.
I'm not
I have
naked.
to not. I have to not look
I'm
at
not.
it. I'm like, no, that's no.
Yeah,
that's,
it's like your sister's butt,
yeah.
Randall.
It's like,
Jesus.
gosh, stop,
Right.
man, you're killing me.
We're not related, though. I mean, that's a pretty nice looking picture and stuff. What did you originally take that picture for? For the flyer?
Yeah. So there's a really beautiful photographer here in town, Velvet and Shadow on Instagram. Shout out to Bella, and she does these really beautiful colored photos, and it's been a long time coming, and I was like, my birthday's coming up. Let's do something crazy, and here we are. That's the crazy.
It's beautiful. Well, tonight's going to be a blast. Brickbox is happening. Doors open around 7, $10 at the door, $5 if you bring an unwrapped toy. Miss Olivia and the Interlopers. I'd like to thank Miss Olivia and
Thank
David
you.
for coming in. Randell Reeder, thank you so much for coming in. We'll do a couple minutes on the podcast, but that's all the time we have on the FM side. So we hope to see you guys tonight.
See y'all tonight.
And then next week, we'll give out Lincoln Park tickets before they go on sale at 10 a.m. Yeah, it's a big deal. Lincoln Park is back, and they announced a show in Phoenix in September. So if you want to get those tickets for anybody else, just keep listening. You'll have plenty of opportunities to win. And this weekend as well, it's a Lincoln Park weekend. We're giving away copies for that new CD, and potentially the grand prize winner will receive a pair of those tickets. Till then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Awesome. There you go.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
That
thank
was
you guys for
fun.
coming in, dude. It's been a long time. Next time we'll come in, if you do a little performance or something, if you're up for doing a performance early in the morning, you know. So I look forward to partying with you guys tonight. It's gonna be a good time.
So you're gonna be there.
Send me y'all's
Okay.
information and these two ladies.
Yes.
And then we'll put them
Jen
on the
and,
list. Jeff and
yeah.
Julia. Poor Julia. Or whatever.
Alicia, yeah.
Alicia.
I mean, we're live on the air. I can't tell. I don't know how many times
crazy.
to turn on the radio. That's Radio 101 right
I
there.
was totally gonna cheat for her too.
Yeah.
I was gonna no, I wasn't.
Yeah,
you were gonna sandbag it.
yeah, but then we wouldn't have had awesome answers from Jen.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah. So before we let you go, all right. So what else you got going on beyond the birthday party that's tonight? You guys working on any new music? Where can people find you? All that good stuff.
You wanna?
Go for it.
So yeah, we're always working on new music. You know, time is a factor. Holidays are crazy. You know, in Tucson, this is the busy season.
Oh,
yeah. So we always try to say after the first of the year, something will come out. But I'm really excited about this relationship with Brickbox and this space, and kind of excited to see what will grow out of there. And
They're
so-
good guys. They've been doing great for local hip hop, but
So
music
good.
in general, like to be able to build that up, and you root for them for sure. So
love them.
yeah, they've
Hard work.
and all the artists that work with them, they say good things. So yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's good to see that grow, and right behind the Rialto too. So make that whole block kind of just a live
True.
local music center.
Runt is definitely spearheading like community. If I succeed, we all succeed together, and it's not like a one person kind of a situation over there, and that's really something that draws me into that space. It's warm and welcoming, like I said. Where do we play after this? Is this
I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know if we have anything.
you know what? See, this is what we do: a big bang, a little circus.
Well, stay tuned. Keep following, Miss Olivia and the Interlopers on social media and stuff. And then, Randall, what do you got coming up? Is there anything you want to kind of direct people towards or keep an eye out for?
Gosh, I don't. I'm always got something going. I've got Americonic.com. It's a streaming platform. I've got SaveSavageMinistries.com. Check that out. It's we go into bars at 2 p.m. and do an churchy church service. That's what's pretty funny about the circus tonight.
Yeah.
The two. Yeah,
Which
but anyway.
he's always done. Right?
Yeah,
I must
yeah.
add. Ever since, he's
Even
always,
if I was stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would totally.
I know
I'd be
what
like
you're
still talking
about.
about Jesus. So,
Not
but
sure what you
but
mean.
yeah, and then I do that, and then I'm meeting with some people with Film Tucson today.
Oh.
So I'm looking into bringing some stuff here.
You're
So-
welcome.
that's great.
You're
Yeah,
welcome,
absolutely.
Tucson. You're welcome.
Dude,
Yeah.
we were so close with the tax incentives to get Duster, which was going to be a HBO project,
Yeah.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
ended up moving it to New Mexico. We're so close,
Is
and I
that
know.
the J.J. Abrams thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That's unfortunate.
I was going to be an extra in that.
It's
Yeah.
filmed where, David?
It was filmed right down the street from my house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, and honestly, they need to start filming here because Tucson's in a time capsule. So they're like, we don't have to do shit. We just turn the cameras on, and it's 1976 all over again.
Forget an extra, bro. When we film something, I believe actors can that wrestlers make good actors for some reason. So
thank you.
I believe that for some reason.
I have been in some stuff, so yeah, I
man.
got practice.
So we'll get you in there somewhere.
Will you chest chop Valdez tonight at
Oh, yeah.
Brickbox? Yeah.
Love to.
There you go, Valdez.
Stop.
I'm barrel chested, so your hand's going to hurt.
Oh yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that, like a...
Oh, like
we
the
slap cross.
like a yeah. So that's good.
So you're going to get spanked,
Yes.
and you're going to get chest
Val
chopped?
gets
Yes.
chopped.
He loves
Yeah.
it. He loves it.
See, it could be
Yeah.
a birthday chop because my birthday was last week. So there
Yeah,
I
that's
got
right.
a birthday chop.
Chop, chop.
The
All right.
circus.
Birthday chop.
It's definitely going to be a circus.
Yeah. Madness.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in so much, dude. It's going to be a party
Yay.
tonight.
Thank you for this. Really,
Yeah, man.
thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it, bro.
Thank you guys.
It was fun.
course.
You guys are hilarious.